Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane's DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Batman. This is Lightning Strike Batman. I believe it's an homage to the old Kenner figure. This is part of the Collect Build Maxie Zeus wave. I pre-ordered at Target, it arrived today, so let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, McFarlane Toys, Collect to Build Maxie Zeus, Batman the Animated Series, Batman. Here he is in the package. We have Zeus's arms, a couple extra hands for Batman, and a little bat gadget here. Also a collector's card and display stand. One side of the package, Batman posed up. Other side, pretty blank. At the back, here's Maxie Zeus. Here's the parts that come with Batman. Here's instructions how to build them, and here's the rest of the wave. At the bottom, there's his barcode if that helps. So with no further ado, let's open them up. And I did get two of these Batman figures, one of which to open and enjoy, the other one to keep unopened in my complete Batman and related unopened action figure collection. And I did get the entire wave, so I can finally build Maxie Zeus. Been a long time coming. Here's an image of the original Kenner Lightning Strike Batman that this is an homage to. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He has two alternate hands, a collector's card, and this large sort of gun, or grabbing a launcher type thing. Before we take a look at all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Batman, based off Batman the Animated Series. This is an homage to the old Kenner Lightning Strike Batman, and I assume it's supposed to be sort of an homage to the beginning of Batman the Animated Series. At the end of the intro, when he's standing on top of the building, lightning strikes and is flashing all over him. But that's just speculation on my part. Either way, this guy is pure reuse. Different paint job, based off those old wacky Kenner toys, and you get to collect Maxie Zeus, which I'm really excited for. So let's take a look. Start with this face here. Yes, these figures are cel shaded. I can see it on the cowl and sort of neck piece. Batman the Animated Series, big wide jaw, kind of basic paint job, just a little line for the mouth, eyes purely white, that sort of triangular shape. Let's go further down. He's got traditional bat symbol. Yellow oval. It's got this sort of black suit, but then white, I guess, lightning all over it. He does have an ab crunch, utility belt, single jointed elbow, double jointed knees. Looks like they're using the body that was originally intended for the bat cycle. Cloth soft goods cape. Nothing really special going on here. Mine's a little bit wrinkled. I can probably fix that. Feet, fairly small, but not nearly as small as some of the figures in this line. It's not bad, but definitely not what I would call a necessary Batman variant. Unless you get everything like me. And of course, it allows you to get Maxie Zeus. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Chin seems quite exaggerated. Kind of reminds me of Jay Leno. It is a for basic animated look, which is what it's supposed to be. Decent from the side. And then here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories. He also comes with Maxie Zeus's arms, but I've already assembled Zeus. Let's start off by checking out the boring stuff. Here's his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of Lightning Strike Batman. Batman the Animated Series. On the back, there is a description. If you want to read that, pause now. Now let's check out his hands. He has a total of 4 of them, 2 left hands and 2 right hands. Here's a look at his first pair of hands. This is a pair of gripping hands. And here's his second pair of hands. And this pair of hands makes absolutely no sense with this Batman. It's like a pair of gun hands. His finger is like a little gun. For some reason, I feel like these are maybe meant for the hard act Batman. Were never released with him. I don't know if you're supposed to hold them for that, but it seems like a gross oversight or mistake to include them with this Batman figure. Makes no sense. And here's his final accessory. This is similar to the large weapon that the original Lightning Strike Batman came from. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a missile launcher, grapple gun, or what. It definitely looks like an old school missile launcher. Take this thing, push a button, it pops out. It has absolutely no paint on it. It's just this large gray sort of weapon. And I don't know what it's supposed to be in the Batman world. A little bit flat at the bottom. I guess it can sort of stand up sitting there. It has a large oversized handle. And I don't even know why it exists. Here's a look at Batman holding this large, oversized accessory. and he can't even hold it right. I can complain about it so much now. The second hand can sort of support it because it's very large, but he's like holding the actual missile. That'll probably destroy his hand when it blows off. And then this hand here, it's like it'd have to be hinged the other direction to hold it properly. This thing is sort of slanted going upward, and the hand is slanted going downward. You can barely hold it at all. Yeah, if you're holding it like this, it kind of works, but that just kind of looks dumb. I feel like if it was sort of upside down, it would even work a little bit better and hold a little bit straighter, but it's definitely not supposed to be that way either. The wrist is hinged to go forward and back, and because you're holding it like this, and if you want it to be straight, it's like the wrist would have to be hinged up and down for it to work properly, so it's just a fail in so many ways. Here's a look at this Lightning Strike Batman next to the original DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Batman on the left, and then the Batcycle version on the right. And McFarlane has pretty much used the Batcycle body on most of their Batman figures, not all of them. And this one has the ab crunch where the original did not. You can see this one's just a tiny bit taller, mainly because of the ab crunch. And this one has double jointed knees, the original does not. This Lightning Strike Batman has all the extra features, ab crunch, double jointed knees, which I don't think was ever actually intended to be on a regular Batman figure. He also has the updated hip articulation. You can see on the original version, it has the old school style, and this guy has sort of ball joint, moves a little better. That's what this guy has. McFarlane even released a version that has the double jointed knees and no ab crunch. And this is probably the best version of Batman the Animated Series Batman with this combination. The ab crunch doesn't look that good and kind of ruins the torso area. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure and his accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 6.2 inches tall, which can translate to just under 16 centimeters. And if we go to the top of the ears, about 6.4 inches tall. And for his articulation, starting with his head, can rotate side to side. He can look up about that far, down not much. Can't really tilt his head or anything. Shoulders, a ball joint goes out about 90 degrees, up, down, around. He's got a single jointed elbow, 90 degree bend with rotation. His wrist can rotate and is hinged. He's got that ab crunch in his torso, forward and back. Pretty good amount. Waist swivel below that. Legs completely does the splits. Ball joints. Legs go forward, about all the way. Back, not at all. Double jointed knees. And his ankle, forward and back. Tilt rock. He does have a boot cut for rotation. Here's a look at this Batman standing on a rooftop of Gotham City. Nighttime. Lightning strikes behind him. Cue the Batman the Animated Series intro. Now let's check them out next to some other action figures, starting off with some of their DC Direct Batman the Animated Series figures. Here he is with the rest of his wave. These are cel-shaded, Tart exclusives. We have Christmas Joker, Lightning Strike Batman, Batgirl, and Two-Face. Buy all four of these figures, and you get to collect a build Maxie Zeus, which I'm really excited for, as no company has ever made a Maxie Zeus figure in the 6 or 7 inch scale. And to my surprise, there seems to be no Platinum Chase variant in this wave. And here he is, with the previous Tart exclusive Batman the Animated Series wave. Collect a build Lockup, another unique Bat Rogue never made before. Then, with the first Tart exclusive Build-A-Figure wave, collect a build Condiment King, once again, another unique Bat Rogue. Now the next Build-A-Figure wave is going to be collect a build Bruce Wayne in civilian attire. And now, with the most recent wave of the new Batman Adventures figures, this is wave 3, the Creeper, Firefly, and Anti-Fire Batman. Wave 4 is actually already shipped from the McFarlane toy store, and I should have that in hand soon. And now, with the recent 3-pack based off the new Batman Adventures, this is an Amazon exclusive, Girls Night Out. And here, next to another recent 3-pack based off the new Batman Adventures, this is a Best Buy exclusive, based off the Dark Knight Returns. And finally, next to McFarlane's recent Batman Beyond offerings. Here's a look at all the Batman villains, Batman the Animated Series style. These are done with DC Direct. Going to add Condiment King to this mix. And here's a look at all the different animated villains. The new Batman Adventure style. Different style, same universe. They all look fantastic next to each other. Now let's check them out. Next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case you know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a DC Direct animated figure, they're typically the 6-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of these smaller action figure lines I collect, and work my way larger, and I'm going to include as many Batman figures as I can during these comparisons. Here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures, and SH Figure Arts Batman figures, and now, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends and Mafex Batman figures. Here's this Batman, next to a Sweet Potato, and here he is, with both some Mattel and Mezco Batman figures. Then, with some Jazzwares and Mattel wrestling figures, and now, with some NECA and DC Direct Batman figures. Next, with some Diamond Select toys and Jack-specific wrestling figures. And finally, with some McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman figures. So overall, it's an okay Batman figure. The really cool thing about this guy is that it's sort of a Kenner homage figure. I like when they do stuff like that. NECA does quite a bit of that, or at least they used to. His accessory, well, the big gun thing, it's kind of dumb, kind of big, kind of pointless, kind of useless as far as Batman accessories go. The extra hands are ridiculous because they are grossly inaccurate for this figure, make no sense whatsoever. Sculpt and paint job, well, the sculpt we've seen many, many times before, and it's not bad. Paint job, I don't really see a lot of flaws. Not a big fan of the cell shading. And back to the sculpt, that little area in the cowl, not the actual mask, but the area like on the neck just looks really bad, really off. It's like just doesn't sit quite right on the figure. The ab crunch looks a little weird. The articulation beyond that is pretty good. If I were to rate this guy, probably give him a 6 out of 10. I might even give him lower, except it's kind of a cool idea being the Kenner homage. Also his chin, it's pretty ugly. Both the paint job and just the wide giant sculpt. Batman typically has square jaw, big, strong, and Batman the Animated Series, it's a little exaggerated, but this one seems even more exaggerated than the show. Like I said, 6 out of 10, and I'm leaning more toward a 5.5 the more I talk. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to save the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.